the entire system is very compact. It all goes within one single box, and the tripod, that's the entire system. We have the main unit, which contains the main computer of the system, which runs the entire software of the ring system, which is connected to two antennas, one for receiving signals of the GPS and the other one is for transmitting the signals that we are generating. We have several scenarios that we're going to go through. We will start with a close range DJI Phantom 4. We will take off with a Phantom 4 to around 60 or 70 meters height, and then we will trigger the system so it pushes the drone away. It's called the pushback mode, and each time I will declare the scenario and then we will start going through it. So let's start with the first scenario. The drone is hovering at 55 meters. I'm not touching the sticks. Once the system starts working, the drone is being pushed away from our position. And as you see, and you can see it on the screen, please stop. We are flying at 73 meters altitude, distance of around 350 meters. As you can see here on my screen, you can see the field. To notice the field, the lines of the field, I'm turning the camera toward the ground so you can get the impression of the movement. And I'm now rotating pivoting actually the drone 180 degrees, starting to fly at the speed of 10 meters per second to our direction. You can see the lines moving. Now it's being hacked by the ring system. Please start, Yoav. Okay, so the drone already being taken over, and now it's starting to be pushed away. So you can see the direction it changed, and now it's being pushed away. I can't go near us.
Our fully confirmed ability to stop drones with GPS. So any drone coming in with GPS will be stopped, as you saw in these scenarios. We have a bonus ability, which is to trigger the auto landing mode of drones. But for that, we need the drone to have auto landing mode. What drones have it? For example, every drone that is allowed to be sold in the US must have it, because this is the US regulation, same in Europe. If you want to sell a DJI drone, it must have this auto landing. If the drone has this ability, and again, I'm putting an asterisk here because unlike me saying any drone with GPS will be affected by the system, in the case of auto landing or limitation of takeoff, we need it to have this auto landing mode. What we do then is we tell the drone that it is in a no-fly zone. There are dozens of no-fly zones everywhere. We can tell it it's in Natbag or wherever, and then it will just not take off, or it will start its auto landing mode, as we will see. The way it is doing it is according to what is designed in the drone. So some drones will land in 5 seconds, some drones will land in 30 seconds, depending on the auto landing feature. Still, if you imagine a range, if you come from a few hundred meters, it will affect basically anything will eventually land. The pilot will have control over right and left, but the drone will descend.
Once the environment deny the ability to take off, you will get the notice of the safety notification. Your aircraft has entered an enhanced warning zone.
The system is running.
And the system is running, and I'm trying to take off.
Nothing.
Without the ability to turn on the system and to take off.
Ask him to take out his phone. Take out your phone.
Amazing. As if we are in Haifa now.
Haifa airport.
Yeah,
That's why it will not.
yeah.
That's why it will not take off.
Now the ring system is turned off, and you should jump back to our real position. And now we are jumping immediately to our next scenario. We will take off, we will hover on site, and then we will force the drone to descend. Okay? So let's start.
Not in the place you are allowed to fly, and then it will start its same procedure of landing.
So let's start force descending scenario. Once again, I'm not touching the sticks.
Look at drone.
It runs. The drone is being already taken over, and it goes into auto landing. You can see on the screen.
Auto landing. Landing.
הוא בעצם ירד,
וגם לא לעצור אותו.
לא יכול לעשות כלום.
רק אם הוא
עד שהוא פוגש את האדמה. עכשיו הוא בעצם, שומע את הצפצוף, זה הצפצוף של DJI, וזה מה שמנחית אותו.
לאט, אז הוא מתקרב אלינו.
אתה עושה את זה לאט או שהוא...
לא, הוא לבד.
הוא לבד.
לא, רק יורד.
מה?
Now the system will engage the drone and will push it back, make it go away from the ring system. In our next scenario, we will see the ability of the ring system to engage multiple drones, a swarm actually. In this demonstration, we will see 3 DJI Mavic drones take off to around 70 meter or 60 meter height, hovering on site. And once the ring is activated, all remote controls will be still on the ground, and you will see that it engages all of them at once.
In the defense world today, defense, swarm is one of the biggest threats that people are afraid of. And other systems that, for example, take control over the link, they are very limited. They usually can do only one drone, and they need to know what drone it is. They cannot do more than 1, 2 sometimes. So this is a very, very strong capability in defense, and we don't care how many drones are coming in. Could be 1,000 or 1,000,000. As long as they're inside our effective range, all of them will be affected.
All drones airborne. Ring ready? Yeah. Activate.
וואו, וואו, וואו.
ראיתם תוך שנייה.
וואו.
Stop.
זה וואו.
תביא 1,000.
זה וואו. זה וואו.